Hey YouTube, how's it going? Spart here with another video. Yeah, I know, I said I was going to get right back into it, and I am. So, today's video is just quick. I saw a couple comic book movies, so I figured kind of fits into the whole channel's demographic, I think. So, anyway. So I checked out the Wolverine. That was a couple days ago, actually. I think that was... It was opening day. It was opening day there on the Wolverine. And then last night we checked out the new DC animated Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. I think that's what it's called, but it's the Flashpoint Paradox. I think the Justice League is in front of it. Anyway, so I just thought I'd give you my quick thoughts on both of those. So, starting off with the Wolverine, this is really good. I really dug it. The Wolverine is awesome, and I'm probably gonna get into spoilers for both of these. So I've warned you. You're warned now. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, the Wolverine, really good. I liked it. I mean, of course you go in there with the whole mentality from X-Men Origins Wolverine. You're like, oh fuck, this isn't gonna be good. But no, thankfully it's right away a much different movie, much different tone, not one of those ones with like a fucking action beat every chance it really needs. The CGI actually looks good in this one. His claws look real, none of that. Oh, and his claws don't spark too. That's another thing that me and my buddy James really bugged us about Origins, because if it's indestructible, why is it sparking? Anyway. So, the whole story really, and I thought this was interesting too, because I didn't know this till like a day before we went to go see it. I thought this was another prequel, like after Origins, but before 1. But no, this is after X3. This is after the whole thing with, well, once again, spoilers, but you know, Jean Grey's dead. So Wolverine's still getting freaked out visions of her. And the first time she shows up, it's alright, but then after that, it's kind of like, man, Jean Grey, you're a bitch. Just leave him alone. I don't care how not wearing a lot of clothes you are. I don't care about that. But yeah, so Wolverine's just really still torn up after the whole thing with Jean. He's just kind of living out in the wilderness, which he's got this awesome beard, and just he's got the whole, you know, forest dweller down to a T. It's so awesome. Anyway, he eventually, because, you know, there's a town nearby or whatever, he gets picked up by this young Japanese girl who says someone really wants to see him. Someone who's told stories about him, legends about the Wolverine. And in the beginning of the movie, you get to see Wolverine basically save a guy from a nuke, so it's that guy. And the guy basically, he says, you know, it's kind of ridiculous if I just wanted you here, you know, just to say thanks, bye, I'm gonna die, because he's dying, because, you know, that was like 60 years ago. But basically, he can take Wolverine's immortality away from him, is the offer he's bringing. He can give Wolverine back his mortality, which, you know, is something that he starts thinking about. Could be good. You know, he's still all mopey after Jean, so you know, dying might not be too bad. And then of course Jean keeps popping up, and she's like, "Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, come die and be with me." Like, so. Anyway, and then it kind of takes off the story from there. He dies eventually. His daughter becomes head of, or his granddaughter, sorry, becomes head of his company, but not his son. And his son, like, is out to get his daughter, and Wolverine's basically with her, trying to protect her. It's a modern day samurai movie, and it's really good. Like, it's really well done. Great action scenes when they happen. It does get a little silly at the end, because, well, the main antagonist for this movie, well, I guess there's two really, but the one you see the most is Viper. And I don't remember her having any powers in the comics, but in the movie, she's, you know, the whole femme fatale snake. I got poison and a long tongue, and just, oh, she's really out of place in this movie. Really out of place. I mean, everyone else is awesome, but no. She's the main antagonist, and spoilers, well, I won't say who it, but Silver Samurai is the other one, and that's another thing that's been kind of people. Who is Silver Samurai? Well, he's not actually a mutant in this. Silver Samurai is a power suit of armor made of adamantium. Apparently the whole thing's made out of adamantium, which does not make sense because when him and Wolverine fight it, he's like just taking it apart like it's nothing. I mean, Wolverine always has the joke that, you know, he's like super ridiculously heavy because of the adamantium. Yet technically this thing's like 7 foot tall and made out of it, and Wolverine can just run and just knock it over, you know, like, I mean, I get Wolverine's strong, but technically it should have been like, uh-oh, you know, that's, you know, it's okay. I mean, I wasn't really big into Silver Samurai in the comics either, but if you're a fan, you're probably not going to like what they did with him here. So it's basically like that. I mean, I don't really need to get into it. It's Wolverine trying to save a girl, basically, the whole movie, and trying to, you know, find himself and get over Jean's death and everything, which is good. It's a good movie. I mean, all together, very good movie. And of course, there's the ending credit scene, which, like, honestly, I could really give a fuck about the rest of the movie. After I saw that end credit scene, like, best part of the movie. There was a movie before this? I don't... What? Sets up Days of Futures Past. Days of Future Past? Days of Futures Past. The new one coming out, you know, where they're gonna mix in the two universes, and, oh, it's good. It's really good. I won't spoil it for you, but yeah, it's it got me super pumped for it. I cannot wait for that. Altogether, yeah, or The Wolverine, good, very good movie. Probably my it's tied with First Class for me. I like that one in First Class pretty much equally. Great acting all around, except for Viper. Just annoying. Anyway, so go check out The Wolverine. It's really, really good. Trust me. It's an actual character study kind of movie. You know, you get to, it's actual genuine moments of acting in it. It's good. It's not Origins. So don't worry about that. And then next up, me and my friends, we watched the Flashpoint Paradox last night, and that was interesting. By interesting, I mean it was good. It was a really good movie. I like how all the DC animated movies, they just like keep getting more and more violent. Like, I mean, I know that's the way they are in the comics, but like this movie is pretty gory, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's kind of neat. And it also helped me understand what happened, why there's the new 52 universe and everything. So, long story short, basically the Flash ends up, well, once again, spoilers, the Flash, it's, of course, the Flashpoint, it's mainly about him. He fucks up the past. He goes back in time, and this is another thing I didn't know. I didn't know his mom got murdered. Which I should have guessed because, you know, that's the whole superhero origin. Your parents have to be dead. Or you have to have had a shitty childhood to become a superhero. Or a villain, really. But yeah, his mom was murdered. And he went back in time to prevent that. And him preventing that changed, like, everything. Number one... because the reason I got into it was like, holy shit, they changed the universe in the fact that Bruce Wayne is the one who gets shot in Crime Alley, and his dad becomes Batman, and his mom becomes the Joker. You don't get to see her being the Joker. You get to see it for like 2 seconds. It's okay. I was kind of hoping to see them kind of fighting in the movie, but you don't. But you get to see Thomas Wayne, and he is badass. Like, just Batman with guns and just... Oh, it's cool. Oh, he's really cool. That's changed. Superman's nowhere to be found. And the Justice League's never been formed, so right now the world's really in a giant war between the Amazonians, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Earth. They're all trying to take everything over. And yeah, like Wonder Woman's like just flat out fucking evil in this. Well, not evil, but you know, Amazonian, just like, ah, fuck man, and just like hanging guys in the air with her lasso of truth. It's pretty good. It's pretty intense. Then she and Aquaman, they have they decide to have a truce, and they bang, and then Aquaman's wife's like, fuck that, goes to fight her, and Wonder Woman just straight up cuts off her head. Like I said, pretty gory. So this new universe is wholly fucked. I mean, the main heroes that you deal with in this movie are Thomas Wayne, the Flash, and Cyborg. And of course, since this is the new universe, his mom's still alive and everything. Flash never became the Flash. He's powerless here. And I guess there was a negative Flash called Zoom. So like I said, you learn a lot. Yeah, you can go into it knowing as little as I did, and now I know a lot more. So there you go. It's accessible. I'll give it that. And so, you know, Flash replicates his experiment, gets his powers back, and I guess he taps into something called the Time Force, and he's trying to, because I guess that's how it happens. He can go fast enough, he can, you know, go back in time. But I guess Zoom is there too, and they both feed off it, so as long as they're both there, he can't fully channel it and travel back through time. So the whole time they're trying to find Zoom, stop this war from happening. It's pretty cool. There's cameos all around, little things like, I forget which scene specifically, but I think Flash is running down a street. I think it's Flash, and there's a guy standing there with the "End is nigh" sign on him. I was like, that's nice. That's a nice touch. Lois Lane pops up for a bit. Batman, Kevin Conroy, he's in it for like 2 minutes. 1 minute at the beginning, 1 minute at the end. Because of course, you know, they fix everything. But yeah, altogether, really good movie. Definitely check it out. It helped me figure out what happens with the new 52 universe. Because basically, I guess there's a Vertigo, the DC universe, and another one. I can't remember. There's 3 of them that are all technically the DC universe, and Flash going back and resetting everything. Because of course, at the end, he goes and lets his mom die. It's a pretty sad moment. It's good. Like I said, it's very good all around. But I guess what he does, it fuses all the realities together, and that's what's made the new 52. Is it's DC, Vertigo, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the third one, but they're all mixed together now. So yeah, really great, gory, interesting story. No real bad voice acting, in my opinion, except for maybe actually the Flash. He sounds kind of, I don't know, something about him bugged me, but everything else was awesome. You still got Kevin Conroy as Batman. You got, I can't remember his name, but Tommy from Trainspotting is Thomas Wayne, and he's badass. It's so awesome. That's good. Ron Perlman reprises Slade, or I guess Deathstroke in this movie now. He's only in it for like 3 minutes, but it's good. Yeah, definitely check it out. So, 2 comic book movies out right now, and if you're a comic book fan, check them both out. Marvel and DC. I mean, you can like both. No worries in that. Anyway, so yeah, Wolverine, definitely check it out. It's totally worth it. Don't go in there thinking it's going to be Origins, because it's not. And yeah, the Flashpoint Paradox, I think that comes out tomorrow on DVD. So, you know, check it out. See if it's, because like I said, it's pretty good. Just like I said, be prepared. It's crazy violent. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to go for today. Like I said, tomorrow we have that parade thing going on, so I got to be all jokered up, and I'm going to try and get some footage of it, you know, the crowd, people, all that kind of stuff. So I'll get that up tomorrow. And once again, I am Kiriama Sparta. If you had a good time here, you know, show that subscribe button some love, click it, you know, or the like button, or the comment, whatever, just do everything, tell your friends. Anyway, yeah, stay classy, YouTube.